Well, from work to family to friends, there is no shortage of daily stress in our lives at times. But when it gets to be too much, it can also affect your health.
Well, we welcome Dr. Francisco Torres, Director of Physical Medical and Rehabilitation at the Florida Spine Institute in Clearwater, and here with some tips on managing stress. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today,
you
Dr.
for having
Thanks
me
for
this
being
morning.
One of the things that we often see with stress is weight gain. You do that emotional eating and all those things as well too. So do you see that sometimes in your patients?
Yeah, you know, the basic principle is that it's easy for the average American to feel frustrated for the broken promises of quick weight loss. And then the exercise are too complicated and not practical. So that's what I try to emphasize on my program.
It's not a race. It's like a sprint, especially if you want to keep it off.
Absolutely. Right. We teach the patient how to take their own time based on their needs. So it's customized for every patient.
Now, a few years ago, you had an epiphany about this, and it kind of pushed you into go mode. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know what? After going through medical school, residency, and many years later, I was completely conditioned, eating junk food, not exercising, stress. And then about 10 years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night with chest pain, typical of a heart attack, numbness in my arm, difficulty breathing, nausea. And I thought that my life was over, that I was going to become one of my patients.
Right.
And then after going to the emergency room and having a cath, everything was negative. So what it told me was I was completely deconditioned. So I had symptoms of deconditioning and not exercising or taking care of myself.
And you also wrote a book.
I wrote a book to try to share my story with other, and it's very powerful. The client see that and they say, wow, I can do it too.
Absolutely. And coming from a doctor's perspective, when you're experiencing the same thing as your patients, it kind of gives it that real testimonial that, hey, I'm living this and I have to do this as well along with your patients.
They're more open to share their own difficulties, and we can interact. And I think that's, and also because we have so many tools available to give them, you know, exercise, nutrition. We have a Facebook that I post my workout videos every morning, and then people feel more comfortable seeing the doctor doing it.
Absolutely.
Right. Tell us a little bit about the book. What kind of tips are we going to find in Dr. T's Drop the Fat?
See, the book is, I try to do like a 12 steps. Basically, what little things like what to eat in the morning, how to eat, you know, drink water, your protein, carbohydrate, and fat ratio, and then the activity associated with the eating. An example, we talk about limited fasting, where you can limit your amount of eating. People who don't normally eat breakfast. So little things.
A lot of times we don't. Yeah, you forget that. That's a huge
and it's
fuel
very
of your
successful.
day. Yeah.
Very successful for that kind of people.
For people dealing with obesity, inactivity, poor dieting, how exactly does your program tailor to those people exactly?
Well, again, we do a basic metabolic study. We do the mineral, the vitamin levels. We do the cardio profile. And then based on their specific needs, we decide what they, because some patients, they have diabetes, they have heart disease, and we have to accommodate that program based on their requirements.
Right.
And now, what other things do you guys have at Florida Spine? What are some of the other programs that you guys have out there?
Well, we have we can measure the metabolic rate, customize that too. We can do what we call a max pulse to know your cardiovascular status, and then we can measure the fat percentage very accurately.
Right. And
then we have a VO2 max to know their capacity to exercise.
And what makes this so unique, very different from other?
I think that when I ask my question, I have the story.
Yes.
I'm now a customer too. And I think I can relate to the people, how they're struggling to get where they want. And then we have the cutting edge technology to help them out.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for the great information for today. And thank you for what you're trying to do for people too.
Absolutely.
I know
Thank you so
getting
much.
Getting healthy can be a tough thing sometimes.
Thank you.
All right, for more information, head online to dropthefat.diet, or you can also find them on Facebook as well. You can also call the number that is right there on your screen. 727-79-SPINE is the number to call.
Okay.